My name is Bridget Mohale. I'm the country manager for Illumina in Africa. I'm based in Johannesburg, South Africa. It is such a great pleasure for me to be here in Kenya, where we just hosted the first ever genomic workshop. I was overwhelmed by the support we received from the local researchers, from institutions, both in public and private. But most importantly, I was really inspired by the support we got from the ministries. That was really incredible for them to come and endorse what we have done in terms of expanding the adoption and the use of genomics in Kenya.
And the simple discussion we're trying to have is, can people see a potential of utilizing genomics to make tomorrow better than today, to unlock the power of the genome, to help improve our lives, our ecosystem, and the world that we live within. And if we can catalyze this discussion, if we can accelerate adoption, we don't need to wait another 10, 15, 20 years for change to happen.
I think it has been an eye-opener for many people. Many stakeholders in this field did not just know what genomics can do to improve healthcare. You see, cancer is essentially a disease of the genome. And so if we are to address it, we have to address it at the genome level. And so genomics comes in to study our DNA for patients who are at risk of cancer or who already have cancer. And it helps us to make a more specific diagnosis of the cancer they are having. Secondly, it gives us information on how best we can treat that cancer.
People living longer, people having access to therapies that are relevant to them. We've heard today about the role of genomics in precision medicine. This is going to change the way physicians are able to offer care to their oncology patients. We have seen the impact of genomics, particularly in Africa, where there's at least more than 300 epidemics annually. We have seen how the power of genomics will help public health officials manage these outbreaks.
And health is becoming very, very important, not only for human beings, but also for animals. So we need to make sure that we generate food or plants through genomic assisted breeding, which are not only climate resilient and resistant with abiotic and biotic stresses, but also nutritionally very high. Genomics is one of the technology that is actually making plant breeding very useful because it shortens the life cycle of plant breeding. So genomics really plays a big role.
We apply genomic tools to be able to understand which changes are occurring, where are they occurring, are they affecting our diagnostic tools, are they affecting our intervention methods, and these can be fed back into the system and be used to design better tools. Right now, the need for genomics and precision agriculture, precision medicine, personalized medical care is much more needed than before. The demand for nutritious foods, the demand for higher quality food, the demand for quality reports, the demand for a lot of information about life and plants and livestock. What am I eating? What am I consuming?
We are in a hurry not only to produce more food for our people, but we are in a hurry to save millions of Africans from the ravages of diseases, to be able to produce vaccines. So our approach is very, very applied. And therefore, there is space for genomics because we are seeing genomics as the accelerator. So I encourage Illumina to continue having these conversations and to perhaps even think of having more of them and bringing other stakeholders, including young, early career scientists. My presence here at this particular conference has to be to continue the conversation about African perspective towards climate change, genomics, biodiversity losses. And we're here to encourage African scientists to consider using technologies, be they in genomics, be they in the age of informatics or computer science, to be able to make a difference.
Transformation can actually happen as early as tomorrow. One of the beauties about Kenya, specifically in Africa, is that the infrastructure exists in terms of the scientific infrastructure, the talent, the pool of scientists that we have, the institutions, the partnerships. A lot is already in place for genomics to leapfrog in this country. Illumina has unparalleled technology that can make a huge impact, be it in agriculture, livestock, the environment, climate change, human health, animal health, and much more. The question is not really about how great the technology is, but really how well we use the technology. How well do we use it to answer the questions that we're asking? And it's actually, that's what's most important. What questions are we asking? And this workshop that we have has brought together a group of scientists, institutional leaders, thought leaders, policymakers, funding agencies, public and private institutions. And the aim is very simple, is how can we start asking big, bold questions to make this a better place, whether it's in agriculture, in health, or the likes.
With the support of government that I really saw over the past 2 days, I really do believe that Kenya has all it takes to get genomics going and to better adopt its applications to manage and to take care of issues affecting Kenya. You have the scientists here, you have the technology here, you have the political will to adopt genomics. I particularly feel and personally feel that Kenya is well on its way to ensuring a better adoption of genomics and better manage issues affecting the Kenyans population. Really, my special thanks goes to ILRI to be able to afford us the opportunity to host this 2-day event. And of course, special thanks to FNS, our channel partner in Kenya, for really having worked with us in bringing this 2-day workshop, making it reality. It's really been a lot of work, and I don't think people understand what it takes to bring an event of this magnitude and bring, we've had over 300 people across both days, and I really, really need to thank them, and together with the Illumina team, to making this a reality.